All right, so here we go. We're talking about April 2025. Our sales this month increased by 7%. Our online sales was $21,830. Our retail store location was $14,000. Our vending machine was $12,000. That represented a 143% increase from the prior month as the theme park starts to open and they're getting more guests in. Now it starts to ramp up, and our wholesale increased by 76% from $3,000. Excuse me, to $3,000 from 1.7 the prior month. And our online sales, well, they actually went down by 14%, and then our retail went down by 9%. But we were able to maintain that same level of monthly revenue, actually increase it by 7% as stated. But just having those different mixtures of sales functions is a great way to maintain your business and keep things kind of flowing. So when one goes down, the other is up, and obviously you don't ever want to see them all down at the same time. And then our cost of goods was 24,393, pretty much on line to prior month. There was only an increase of 4%, and our margin was 52% this month, so that was an increase of 1%. So we had a gross profit of $28,600. Our advertising expense was $2,200, which was a 3% decrease from the prior month, and our general expenses was $9,600. The vending machine. What's rolled up into that expense was a 92% increase from the prior month, and our vending machine expense was $1,849. So as the theme park was ramping up, I needed to get the vending machines maintenance checked, and I had some keyboards that needed to be replaced. Some of the coils weren't working, and that cost me about $1,300 to get all that taken care of. Another increase in expense from the prior month was our professional fees. That went up 117%. We were working on the design of some new cookie bags for our OG cookies. We haven't yet rolled them out to date, but we have all the designs done. I've tried to put some of the original one we were working off of, and we made some corrections. So if you look at the screen, you should see it. And what else we have that rolled up in there? We had to pay taxes. You had to file taxes in April. And yeah, we had to pay some income taxes from the prior year. That was about $2,300, so we had to get that taken care of. So that represented why we had a 92% increase from the prior month. And going down to our occupancy and maintenance expense, that was $10,000. That was an increase of 36% from the prior month, which was $7,400. What do we got there? There was repairs of $3,200. We had our sign that was actually newly installed around December. When we got that rough rain in New York City in April, it literally snapped our sign in half. So we had to go out and contact the sign repair company. I put that on the screen. They came out and they took care of that. They did a great job getting everything back up and going. We had a little bit of expense for the most part. The insurance did cover a lot of it, but we still had some out of pocket that we need to cover for that. So that was good, and always good to have insurance. And then our utilities actually went down 9%, and that was $940. So with all those rolled up, we essentially had an operating income of $4,700 for the month of April. Not a bad month. We obviously, if you take the 2,300, we had to pay an income tax and throw that back on top. The repairs, which was 3,200, and throw that, we would have actually had a better month than March. March was 9,600, and so for April we have 4,700. Yeah, so just having the different flows and different sections of incomes coming in was a great way. We are looking to expand that. We're also working on some new opportunities that I hope to be able to talk about in later videos. But as that stuff comes to fruition, we'll continue to work and we'll continue to keep you breasted. So stay in tune for May. I hope that you were able to go back and you've seen all of us: January, February, March, April, May. We're going to go through everything. This is the year 2025. And once again, I'm going to go all the way back to when we first opened 2027, talk about some of the wins, the losses, some business deals we had that went sour, some business deals we had that went great, some of the projects we worked on, some of the companies we worked with, some of the influencers we worked with, some of the stars who stopped by. Yeah, we're going to be sharing all that. So please like, share, subscribe as we start digging into this more and more. See you soon.